to wait until it's ready.
You.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. Maria Roni from Athens News Agency and Open TV. I have a question on Turkey, who announced a new exploration in the Eastern Mediterranean until December 16th. The seismic ship Horus Reich is already conducting research on the north of Cyprus. I would like to have your reaction on that. Thank you.
Peter.
Hi, thank you for the question. Well, you know that the leaders of the EU during their meeting in June at the European Council said very clearly what are the expectations of the EU when it comes to Turkey's actions, and that they stressed that we are interested in constructive engagement with Turkey. Back then, they welcomed the escalation, which was happening at the time, and they said that it is very important to maintain the escalation and to make it sustainable. So this is what the EU expects, that Turkey's behavior and actions towards the EU and its member states will remain constructive, not unilateral, and based on good neighborly relations and based on the respect for international law. So you know that the European Union and its member states are watching this issue very clearly and very closely and are making their assessment, and if needed, they will again discuss the issue of the overall state of relations between EU and Turkey.
Follow up?
And how do you evaluate Turkey's behavior the last days?
Well, it's up to the EU leaders and the leaders of the EU member states to make then a definitive assessment when the time comes. Whatever we are witnessing since June until now, every day, is feeding into the ongoing assessment. And you know that the member states, they discuss these issues regularly at different levels, be it in the working groups of the Council or at the FAC, the Foreign Affairs Councils among the foreign ministers, and then at the highest level among themselves as the leaders of the EU.
George, is your question on this?
Short follow-up. Are we expecting a specific discussion in practical terms? In which next meeting of the FAC or the ministers can we expect this to be raised, perhaps by at least by the Commission? Thank you.
Well, the agenda of the FAC is usually set shortly before the FAC starts. The next one will be on the 18th of October, so basically in 1 week time from now in Luxembourg. So towards the end of the week, we will have more clarity about what was finally decided when it comes to the agenda. But again, these issues of relations between the EU and the third partners and the third countries are discussed on an ongoing basis at various levels, starting with the working groups within the Council and continuing at other levels, such as discussions among the foreign ministers. So it doesn't have to be framed in a very specific way, because the exchange of information, discussion among the member states and EU institutions are ongoing every day. So whatever input there is from one side or another is being provided into these discussions so that the leaders in the end can make the necessary decisions if needed.
Thank you. I see no other questions on this. Are there other foreign relations questions for Peter today? That is not the case. Thank you. So we move on. Cecilia.